Hey guys, so I went grocery shopping today. We went to Sam's Club and Bowman's and Smith's, and I ended up getting a whole bunch of meat, chicken and hamburger that I need to freeze because we're not going to go through this fast enough. So I wanted to show you what we do to prepare it for the freezer that helps keep it from getting freezer burn. So let me show you what I've got. At Sam's Club, we got the chicken breasts and chicken tenderloins, and there's a lot in there. So there's roughly 7 pounds in that one and just above 6.5 in this one. As well as we went to our local grocery store and got hamburger. This is roughly 6 pounds as well. So I want to be able to preserve all of this. So we are going to freeze it. But what we have found that works best is to vacuum seal all of our meat. So you get these bags. This is just a new roll that I've got, but I've got a couple cut. So you cut them, you can cut them to whatever length you need. You do need a little bit of space in the top of it to be able to suck the air out. I'm going to show you how we seal these bags, and I label them and then just put them in my freezer. So let me show you what we do. So first thing I need to do is I need to seal the bottom of this. We just got this vacuum sealer off Amazon, and it's been the best thing. But all I do is I put in the edge, push it down so it clicks, and then I'm going to hit seal, and that is going to seal the end of this bag. So then you get a seal just like this. I don't know if you can see that, but it seals it. And then what we're gonna do is put the meat in the other side. So I'm gonna put this hamburger in. Just like that. And now I'm going to seal the top of this. So same thing, there is a spot right here that says place one end of bag flatly down in the white area. So that's what I'm doing. And then I'm going to click this again. And this is set, I have it set for food is moist and mode is normal. And you're gonna hit vacuum and seal. So I like to push down on this just a little bit as I do it. I feel like it helps kind of pull that air out. You can see the hamburgers getting tight. And then this light's going to light up on the seal, saying that it's sealing. And as soon as that turns off, it's done. So it's off. And then now I've got my hamburger nicely vacuum sealed. So I'm gonna go ahead and keep going. It's gonna take me just a little bit just because I've got so much here, but I will let you watch me do it. Hamburger is now vacuum sealed. I am just going to put it in this little cooler bag I have. So then once I get the chicken all done, it's just easier to carry downstairs to my deep chest freezer. So I will show you how to do the chicken now. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and cut some more bags. It comes in this roll, like I said, and you just cut the length that you need. I typically try to do the length of a paper, especially when it comes to chicken, because with chicken you have a lot of juice. So all I do, this nifty little knob right here on the top of the vacuum seal cuts it. So I typically get one cut and then just use that as my template. And then it cuts both ways. So I just keep going back and forth and getting a whole bunch of these bags cut. Now that I'm moving on to the tenderloins, I was doing 8 of these per package. And I've just noticed it's not quite enough chicken for my family, especially when they're a little small. So I am going to put 10 of these in each pack, and then I will seal it. And I will show you a couple of tricks that I've learned while I've been vacuum sealing these in the last couple months on how to get the air out and everything like that. So I'm gonna get these packaged up and I will show you that. Okay, so some of the things I've learned with chicken is when you are putting it in the bags, you want to make sure you get it all laid out flat as you can, and get them pretty close together. Because when it tries to suck the air out, if they're all crooked, it's going to keep air pockets in here that then your chicken's not going to last as long in the freezer. So let me show you what I've done. So I have laid this all flat as I can. There's 10 tenderloins in here. And what I am going to do is put this on here like we did with the hamburger. Also, one thing you need to be watching is the juice that comes from the chicken when you vacuum seal it. So I'm gonna push this, but as I'm pushing this on and it's vacuuming out the air, I'm going to kind of push this around just to make sure we get all of these little spots here. We don't want that air trapped. And then you will also see up here, you're gonna see a lot of juice coming up. And what our hope is that the juice doesn't get up to where it seals, because the sealer's right here, and it seals right along this little bump on my vacuum seal. And you don't want all the juice to get up there, because if you get it up there and it tries to seal, it's not going to seal, it's going to fail. So then you have to get a new bag out, make it longer and everything like that. So just want to show you what I've done. So push this like we did, click it down. I'm still gonna put some pressure on this just because I feel like it really helps pull that air out. I'm gonna push the vacuum seal button. You're gonna start seeing it's coming out. But with this one, I'm gonna try to help it along a bit. So there we go. It doesn't look like it's pulling much juice up. There is just a little bit right here, but it is sealing right now. And once the seal's done, our hope is to get, which you always check when you're doing these, to make sure this is fully sealed. And in the past, I've gotten air up in here or the juices from the chicken and then it doesn't seal and I have to start all over. So it looks like that one did a great job. So I'm going to keep going with on my other tenderloins and then move on to the chicken breasts. So perfect example right here. I pushed this one and a whole bunch of the juice came up. So this is all wet through here. And now if you look at my seal, I've got gaps in it. So that's not sealed and there's air already getting back into it. So I'm gonna have to take this one apart and put it in another bag and reseal it, because if I left it like this chicken would go bad even in the freezer. So yeah, so that's what I've got to fix now. So I'm gonna have to redo this one, but I wanted to show you what happens is where that juice comes up and gets in where that seal's trying to seal, and with the juice it just doesn't allow it to do it. So I can easily pull this one apart because of it. I'm gonna have to start over. So this is everything that I vacuum sealed right here. I've got my 6 pounds of hamburger. I believe I have 5 things of tenderloins. And then I have 4 chicken breasts. So all of this I just barely bought. It took me maybe 30 minutes at the most to vacuum seal it, but it's going to make it last a lot longer in the freezers. One more thing. Wanted to show you the chicken that I bought last time and I threw marinade in with it. So this is a Hawaiian marinade, and then the one below it is a mesquite chicken. This was a little bit challenging though with the seal, because there is liquid, obviously, the sauce is liquid. So we did struggle to get them to seal. There was one that I ended up just giving up on and cooking that night. But these ones I actually got to seal. Another thing that I like to do, which I obviously didn't do it on these ones because I think I'd kind of gotten frustrated with it, is I like to write what month and year that we bought these in. So when I do come down here, typically I have more in here, but when I do come down here, then I know what month they were bought in and sealed in. So I make sure I grab the oldest stuff and use it first. Yeah, I also bought hamburger patties one time, a whole thing of them, and froze them. So this is actually 4 hamburger patties that I can easily just defrost and throw on the grill. So, and I hope you have a great day. Thanks.